You may or may not be aware that a few years ago, Hennessy and Patterson, the two gods of computing architecture, put out a call to action for our industry to pivot towards domain-specific architectures. While there's been a flurry of activity around this area, why hasn't our industry holistically defined this challenge for us all to rally around? Hi, my name's Alan Cantle. Welcome to Nallasway. In August 1995, I founded Nallatech as a full-time business. It went on to be widely known as a pioneer in the area of FPGA accelerated computing. It's fitting that I'm starting my new venture, Nallasway, on what would be the 25th anniversary of Nallatech. In the 80s and 90s, I actually specialized in the area of heterogeneous domain-specific computers, with a focus on augmented reality simulators for missile systems. It's my desire to return to that beginning that led me to create Nallasway, hoping to sway our industry to build a community around taking computing architectures back to first principles. Here's Jim Keller talking with Lex Friedman about redesigning processing architectures from scratch.
So then you refactor it and rewrite it, and what people commonly find is the rewrite is not only faster but half as complicated.
From scratch?
Yes.
So how often in your career, but just have you seen as needed, maybe more generally, to just throw the whole thing out and
this
start
is
over?
where I'm on one end of it, every 3 to 5 years.
Which end are you on? Wait,
Rewrite more often.
rewrite, and 3 to 5 years is...
So if you want to really make a lot of progress on computer architecture, every 5 years you should do one from scratch.
It's been almost 40 years since our CPU-centric industry got into its stride with the support of Moore's Law. We are long overdue a hard reset, excuse the pun. Here's Elon Musk talking to Kevin Rose about his first principles approach to the automobile industry.
So first principles would be to say, okay, what are the material constituents of the batteries? What is the spot market value of the material constituents? So you can say, okay, it's got cobalt, nickel, aluminum, carbon, and some polymers for separation, and a steel can. So break that down on a material basis and say, okay, what if we bought that in the London Metal Exchange, what would each of those things cost? Like, oh, geez, it's like $80 per kilowatt hour. So clearly, you just need to think of clever ways to take those materials and combine them into the shape of a battery cell, and you can have batteries that are much, much cheaper than anyone realizes.
The first principles approach seems to be working out pretty well for Elon and Tesla. We have a similar opportunity to reap significant rewards. The true meaning of domain-specific architectures is actually a gargantuan shift from the CPU-centric world we're all used to. Domain-specific architectures represent the entire stack, from the silicon to the high-level languages for specific applications. And it includes the physical world, from the cloud to the edge to the multitude of intelligent IoT devices. I believe that this community has to be a grassroots effort that will heavily rely on open standards at all levels, from hardware through the firmware stack, all the way up the software stack. And it will absolutely leverage existing technologies when that makes sense to do so. It's imperative that we have a dialogue around this topic. Whether you agree with me or disagree, I would like to hear from you. So please take a few moments to click on the link below this video. I'm available for speaking and consulting, and if you'd like to learn a little more about Nallasway and discuss how we could work together, please contact me. Thank you.